With this one, I think I'm going to be very straight. While the troll video is rendering in Filmora 7, I am going to be doing this in Filmora 9. And if I was rendering something in this, I would use OBS Studio. But I haven't had to do a trifecta yet. And so this one I think I'll try to be really quick with, because, people are pressed for time. So getting on with it, listen to Dusty Smith podcast for a little bit as I cared to, because I'm really frustrated with him. He went over Dave Chappelle's new Netflix comedy special. And up there, Dave Chappelle talks about, and he played clips, so I'm pretty sure he's demonetized and copyright strike crazy all over that. But Dave Chappelle talks about how hard it is that you just can't talk about, it's hard to talk about things and make money as a comedian because of how the movement of the LGBTQIA and the transgender community and whatnot, because you can't insult them and whatnot. You can't just say certain things. And here's the thing, it's the irony of it. He's making over $60 million to do comedy stand-up while saying that it's hard to make money. See, it's hard to make money when you can't work because you have an illness, an ailment, a disability. And the government, which loves to take money from everyone, won't give you any money so that you can be all right. That's hard to make money. It's hard to make money when you are a struggling author, when you have probably written 20 or so books and no company will give you the time of day because you don't fit in their elitist genre. It's hard to make money when you are college educated, but all the fields that you could work in are taken up and dried up because of these government and company monopolies and mergers into monopolies, which for all of the 80s and early 90s was illegal, might I add. And it's still illegal, but it's allowed to be done because reasons. See, that's when it's hard to make money, all right? So Dave Chappelle does this comedy stand-up insulting a group of people that until then was beneath his radar. He has not done a stand-up comedy picking on homosexuals and whatnot until it became the flavor of the month. And then he wants to compare the transgender people, those who, they're transitioning from male to female or female to male. Whether they get the full surgery or not, it's what they identify as, and they are getting the surgeries. It's not just, I identify, therefore call me that. No, they are doing things, okay? Whether it be surgery, makeup, play, whatnot, they are trying things because they don't like what they see in the mirror. They don't like how they feel in their body. They are not happy in their skin. And he makes a bullshit comparison talking about what if I was born and then felt like I was Chinese. And then starts going into the whole squinty-eyed and trying to do a faux bullshit Chinese accent thing, which is stupidly fucking racist in the first place. So black people need to start looking in the mirror, because see, black people, they can't wait to talk about we don't like homosexuals. Homosexuality is wrong. LGBTQ people are wrong. Transgender is wrong. When black people were seen as walking evil just because of the color of their skin. Where black women were and still are molested and raped by their white counterparts. Even today, cops will molest black females. All kinds of stuff. It happened then, back in the old in slavery days and in the new slave wage days. That's why we still have what's called old money people, because it hasn't changed. And that's why we still have white nationalists that can't wait to go and gun us down. Racist people that become cops in 6 months that don't know the law other than heed my word or else. And black people will not look in the mirror and shout down all of these other struggling people when black people want to tote the line of superiority of we claim the pain. That's what black people want. We were enslaved. We were desecrated. There was a genocide of us. You know, think about Black Wall Street and what happened with that. Think about Rosewood. Think about all these other places. Think of all these things that happened to all these black people. Think of all the black people that have done so many great things, that built all these colleges, but no one gets any credit. You want that. And yet when you hear someone else struggling, you want to join in and insult those people. Dave Chappelle is right now the epitome of stupidity. He is what black people tend to be. Not all, no, because you're listening to me. No, not all. But I say black people because I just can't call out individual names of everyone that's being a dick. I can't. I don't know them. I heard them in the streets. I heard them growing up in school. And I hear them on comedy specials. I hear them on secondhand comedy specials. Dave Chappelle, who is a guy that stopped his show because the Dave Chappelle show because some white dude was laughing at his skits. And he didn't know if this white dude and yet in later ones, white people were laughing at or with. So he stopped. He goes on his sabbatical to Africa and some other stuff. He does all this. Then he becomes big swole, so now he's like a peanut on the builder's body. You know? And now he wants to come out and do comedy. I mean, to be able to be someone that smokes weed in a country that hates, by federal law, people who smoke weed, in a country where you got people touting, like on Fox News, someone saying people that go and literally with a needle shoot up marijuana. You can't shoot up marijuana and you can't sprinkle crack, you dumbasses. If you got that joke, if you know where that joke came from, kudos to you. Dave Chappelle, honestly, he's been jumped on by the cancel culture. The people say, I'm not watching this person anymore, screw him. And I get that. And also I get where Dusty Smith comes from when he says, look, you cancel someone, yeah, but if they can redeem themselves, they understand that where they messed up and they make an apology and they show that their apology is true, and they demonstrate this, then, you know, uncancel them. I get that. I get that. I understand. Nothing should be permanent if there can be redemption. But Dave Chappelle is simply hitting low-hanging fruit because still in this country, it's okay to insult those who are not normal. So that's what he did. And any black person out there doing that, you're a piece of shit. Well, they're gay and I'm not, and most of the people are straight, so it's okay. It's no different than when people used to beat the shit out of people who were left-handed until they used their right hand. I was one of them, but I never used my right hand. I just take the beating. You smack my left hand every time I use it, and I'm like, I'm still use it. And then you make it so that my hand hurts so bad I can't use it, and then score zeros on my papers because I can't write. So people like Dave Chappelle can eat a dick. Fuck them. It pissed me off to my core. LGBTQIA, as a people in general, just like anyone else that are straight, over heterosexual, insecure bastards, they're just trying to make it. And you need to be nice to them. You need to be nice because they're coming out and they're definitely getting jobs as lawyers, doctors, surgeons, dare I say, police officers, firefighters, sewage workers, in-home care, counselors, and also we've got those in government office that are transgender. Oh yes. So you don't want to do how things are today when it comes to these white racists who are really only saying we want our best way to keep these brown people down because we know how shitty we've treated them. So if they come up, they're going to jack us up. Let's get ahead of ourselves. Let's get out of our way. And let's treat everybody decent and everybody equal so we don't have to live in fear of retaliation because of the shit that we've done to them in the past and in the present. So let's secure at least one future that could be next week, next month, next year, next decade, and treat people kind so that we're not ducking and dodging in 10 and 20 years from the crap that we've done today and yesterday. This is Cedric, candidate for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.